Hi, I'm Amy Stevens, owner and creator of DOGA Unleashed. Welcome to the debut of my very first ever cooking segment. I actually don't have a title for this yet, so feel free to comment with any suggestions below, but please keep them appropriate and realistic. I thank you in advance for that. Anyway, I am here because I have decided that once a month I want to share one of my recipes with you from my all-new DOGA LipSmackErs Cook Book. The cookbook is amazing. It's full of 35 incredible dog-friendly recipes that are also vet-approved. So today I want to share one of my favorites, which is also one of Raylis's favorites, my German Shepherd. It's a very quick and simple recipe, and it's also kind of famous. I was actually featured on the Today Show with Kathleen Hoda with my Strawberry Pupsicles recipe. So I'm really excited that I can take it from New York City and bring it right back into my own kitchen to share with you. So as you can see, very simple, basic ingredients right in front of me, which I'm going to go through step by step as we start. So why don't we go ahead and get cooking, or blending and freezing would be more appropriate for this recipe. And I'll kind of tell you what I got going here as I go along. So first of all, as you can see, I have yogurt. Now you want to make sure that it is a fat-free, all-natural, plain yogurt. Be careful when you're looking for fat-free, and the reason that I say that is because a lot of times dairy products will compensate flavor and add in a lot more sugar. If you're going with an all-natural yogurt, you should be able to avoid the extra sugar content, so just pay attention to those labels. Next, we are going to do a jar of all-natural strawberry baby food. I know you're thinking baby food in a dog recipe sounds a little quirky, but think about it this way. All of those vitamins, minerals, everything that could be health beneficial to your child, why not let your dog have those same health benefits? Plus, it's going to be packed full of a nice flavor punch for those puppies as well. I also just want to say too, I had the hardest time finding an actual jar of baby food. Kudos to you moms out there. I only have furry children so far, and just finding an actual jar of baby food was difficult. I guess they're moving to the more space age, everything looks like Capri Sun packages now. So if you can find a jar, excellent. If not, a pouch of strawberry baby food is also more than okay. Next, we've got all natural, no sugar added peanut butter. Again, you want to watch that sugar content. So with the yogurt, it's going to be 2 cups. I don't know if I mentioned that prior, I apologize. 1 full jar of baby food, and now we've got 2 tablespoons of all natural, no sugar added peanut butter. Just so we're all on track. All right, I'm going to scoop this messy, sticky stuff, glob it into that blender right there. Now, our last but not least and equally as tasty ingredient is going to be an all-natural honey. Now, I actually found a raw organic honey. As long as it's all natural and you don't have any random preservatives or weird quirky ingredients, perfect. Now, you're going to do 2 tablespoons of the honey as well. I'm going to eyeball it to avoid a bit of a sticky mess now that I'm already covered in peanut butter. Don't need to walk outside and let those bees get to me, right? So, we're going to do 2 tablespoons. Awesome. That's it. Those ingredients. And you've got yourself an amazing concoction here in your blender. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and blend these up. So let's go ahead and press that. Pause for a moment of silence, aka Amy's taking a coffee break. Now, due to the consistency of all these ingredients, they're sticky, they're thicker. It is going to be a thicker, kind of deal that you've got going on in here. So feel free to pop that lid off if you're not seeing it blend up too well. Give it a little bit of a stir. Blend again, which means I also get another sip of coffee. Voila. I mean, honestly, how easy is that? So next what you're going to do is pour your mixture into an ice cube tray. Any shape, size, color of tray that you want, of course, that's up to you. Now, the ones I got are fairly deep. I don't know if you can see that. They're probably about 1 inch deep, and they're oblong shaped, so they're going to make bigger Pupsicles for my dog. I have an 80-pound German Shepherd. She can handle Pupsicles of that size. So again, you just want to take your blender mix and you just want to pour that right into your ice cube tray here. Now, if you have a larger dog, like I said, I have my German Shepherd, so she can handle larger bites. Wonderful. Fill those bad boys up and give them a good mouthful of Strawberry Pupsicle when they're frozen and ready to eat. If you have smaller dogs, such as Corgis or Chihuahuas, Yorkies, anything that's going to have a small little snout and mouth, you want to ensure that they're getting a smaller treat. Of course, it's more appropriate for their size. So I would recommend filling your ice cube trays up a quarter to halfway full, and then when they're frozen and solid, you can break those in half. Super easy. This is suitable for dogs of all ages, all sizes. If you have an older canine, don't freeze them as much, make them a little bit softer. For the youngins, give them that nice solid frozen treat. They love ice cubes, may as well make them beneficial, health-packed, nutrient-packed ice cubes, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in the freezer. If you want your treats right away, a half hour will do it. Otherwise, you can leave them in there for as long as you need. I'd say up to about a week, and you've got a full ice cube tray packed full of nutritious, delicious treats for your dog. So I'm gonna pop these in the freezer, and I'll be right back.
I told her you must go, you can't stay here. She said I know, since the death blow.
Okay, welcome back. As you see, I've got Raylis here ready to get her Pupsicle on. She's so excited. She loves these. Come here. Hey, sit. Make sure she's still in the shot here. So, it's been about a half hour. I've pulled my frozen Pupsicles out of the freezer. They're nice and ready to go. Whoops. Well, if you know me, you'll know that me knocking stuff over isn't really that big of a surprise. Come here. Sit. You want your Pupsicle? Huh? Now, Raylis always has to do a little trick for me. So I am going to have her do paw or shake, which is also featured in my DOGA DVD. Shake is one of my training techniques that I implement in. So if your dog doesn't know how to do this, make sure you check out my DVD and start training him how. So Raylis, paw. Good girl. Other paw. Good girl. You want a Strawberry Pupsicle? Here you go. Yummy. Good girl. So as you can see, Raylis clearly loves the Pupsicles as well. They're insanely easy to make. Very basic ingredients that most of the time you're gonna have around the house anyway. Honestly, the only thing I actually had to go buy was the baby food to make this recipe happen. So you've got your household ingredients that are already lying around. They're all natural, healthy. I've got 35 amazing recipes packed into my DOGA LIPSMACKERS Cook Book. These have all been vet approved as well. So stay tuned because next month I'm going to bring another winter warm, homey, cozy recipe to you. It's going to be veggie beef stew and you're going to love it, and so is your dog. Thank you again so much for tuning in. On behalf of myself and Raylis, we really appreciate you taking the time. Again, title is in the works, so hopefully by next month I'll have a quirky, fun name. But aside from that, make sure that you take care of yourself, be good to yourself and to your pets, and don't forget, sit, speak, yoga. Namaste.